Hello friends, welcome to the Trading Temple channel. Today we're going to talk about Avalanche, do a brief analysis of this coin, and also take a look at Bitcoin. As you can see, Avalanche is currently priced at about $13.50 today and has been pretty stable. It's the end of the week and today is Sunday, and as you can see, the price hasn't changed much since Friday. Well, as we discussed before, we had talked about this. Our assumption was that this could be a double bottom, and we were waiting for this double bottom to be confirmed. But unfortunately, in this part where we were expecting the price to go up and do a backtest, and then continue its path to confirm the double bottom that had formed here, unfortunately, that didn't happen, and it was rejected right here. So the double bottom was not confirmed. What you can see now is this. Now, the signal we're getting is that it's more likely to go down lower so that it can break through this level. Because this level is a very strong one, it stayed in this range for 10 months. First, after it was broken, it did a backtest here once as resistance, got tested, and was rejected again. The second time, it did another backtest as resistance. Again, it was rejected. Previously, this level had helped several times as support, allowing the price to make a good move. But overall, the entire crypto market has faced problems in October, November, and so on. December, everything is facing problems, and it really shows that we've entered a heavy bear market. Later in the video, we'll also talk about Bitcoin, because there are some things that indicate certain trends. The likelihood of it dropping further is higher unless Avalanche turns bullish and starts moving upward again. The first level it needs to break through, which is very important, is the one we just discussed. At the same time, we can see the 50-day moving average approaching this level. And the confluence in this area is increasing the likelihood of a rejection, which is why it strongly suggests that the immediate next move could potentially take Avalanche significantly down to its crucial next support level, which is currently around $10 to $11. So it could come down to test this area, and if the price drops from here, you could say that Avalanche might fall by about another 20% to reach this zone. And if it manages to go up, this resistance, as I mentioned before, if it manages to break this resistance in this move here, the only thing that matters at this point is whether it can hold this level. This support level is very important. If the price breaks through it and moves up as a resistance, here, it should test it as support and be able to hold this level. If it can hold it, most likely the price will go up to around $30. But for now, what the chart shows is that we are more likely to go down and head towards $11 in the next move. Right now, all the signals are bearish. If we flip the Avalanche chart upside down, you can clearly see something interesting. Always remember this. In the trading game, it's important to also flip your chart and see what the structure is telling us. As you can see, this structure is the reverse of Avalanche, and you can clearly see that if we want to analyze it in reverse now, it has a very nice support level right here, and you can see it's sitting perfectly on this support. And if we take the next move, the next resistance that Avalanche will face is in this area, which clearly shows that the price can move up to $10 to $11 in this direction. And all these scenarios indicate that the price will most likely get rejected in this area and move downward. There is a 70 to 80% chance that the price will go significantly lower. If we carefully look at the current price action on the Avalanche market cap chart, you can clearly see here as well that if it decisively breaks through this critical area we're currently observing, the Avalanche's price will undoubtedly drop quite significantly, and it will move toward this support level, which is close to $4 billion, to test it here. The next support is here, and there's about a 30% on the market cap chart. Unless something else happens and it manages to break through this resistance here on the market cap. Can it break through? Against Bitcoin, first of all, its chart against Bitcoin is showing the same signal. As you can see in the rest of the section, firstly, its price has dropped significantly, and on the weekly time frame we can see that. Avalanche has been falling against Bitcoin for almost 11 weeks now, and it's possible that its next move will be in this area, which means from here it could drop another 10 to 15%. Here as well, it shows that the price might fall, and all these signals are indicating that the likelihood of a price drop is higher. That's why most of the time we don't create hype. we show the correct analysis to our audience. Well, the scenario with the higher probability. We need to see what events will happen to this coin in the near future, and this level we have here between $15.50 and $16 is a very important level. Keep an eye on it. Watch it closely. If the price goes above it, that's very good. Okay, let's also take a look at the Bitcoin chart. We've talked a lot about Bitcoin. In the current situation that Bitcoin is in, everything here also indicates that the price will go lower. Right now, you can see we're in a downtrend, and we've drawn a blue trend line here, which shows that Bitcoin's price is it's moving lower. This channel that we've drawn here is what we call a bearish flag. By bearish flag, we mean that the price drops straight down like this. It forms a flag like this, pointing upward, and then continues on its path again. We call this pattern a bearish flag, and it will continue on its path and go lower. You can see the same thing here as well. The price has dropped sharply, and here it has formed a flag. And again, there's a high probability that Bitcoin will go lower, and the next support for Bitcoin is in this area, which is around $75,000. But we estimate that Bitcoin could even drop down to $70,000, and that's a heavy move downward unless something unexpected happens. In the trading game, anything can happen, and if something unexpected occurs, is that Bitcoin manages to break through this blue trend line and also break out of this channel. And also, if it can break this resistance that's around $93,000 and move higher, the next resistance for Bitcoin is close to $100,000. And if the price manages to break through these levels we've drawn here, it could reach $100,000, and then we'll have to see what happens there. In the analysis, you can see that Bitcoin's 50-day moving average is gradually coming down and is now almost close to $100,000. There's a possibility that Bitcoin could reach 100,000 and it could get rejected here and go down. But personally, I think this level is a very strong resistance, and there's a high chance that Bitcoin will get rejected here and could go lower unless something special happens that allows Bitcoin to come back and test this area. Alright, that was the video. Today we talked about Avalanche and also took a quick look at Bitcoin. Tomorrow is Monday, the start of a new week. We'll have to see what happens in the crypto market. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. And don't forget, trading is never 100% certain and everything depends on probability. Until the next video, goodbye.